Collier Cason, and I am the daughter of J.C. Collier, whom you just met. I was born in 1894, and I died in 1982. A few months ago, my granddaughter, Susan Walter, who used to live here until a few years ago, she asked me if I would come and speak to you all today. And I said, well, who's going to be there? And she said, well, your daddy, JC's going to be there. And I said, Father's going to be there? I couldn't believe it. I hadn't seen him in forever. So I said, well, there's not much for me to talk about. And she said, well, Grandma, I'm sure there's something you can come up with. Just try. And besides that, after you're through, then I've got something I want to say about you. So, all right, so thinking about it, there's a couple of things for me to tell you. The first thing is that I was the first female in Lamar County to ever have a driver's license. I was. And my daddy taught me how to drive. I used to drive around the Piedmont with my goggles on and my hair flying through the wind. It was just lovely. The second thing is, some of you may know this, but I stood up Franklin Delano Roosevelt. You didn't know that, did you? Well, way back in 1938, Franklin Delano Roosevelt came to Barnesville to turn on the electricity for the REA, you know, the Rural Electric Association. It was a big, big thing. Electricity coming to the farmers, electricity coming to the rural South. It was quite an honor to have him come, and we were all waiting to hear what he would say about our lovely countryside. Well, my husband, Junius Cason, who was also the mayor of Barnesville in the 1930s, he and I were on the planning committee, and we were in charge of all of the transportation of the dignitaries from the railroad to the stadium that they built at Summers Field. Summers Field back then was just a big swamp, and we had worked 2 whole years to build up Summers Field into that beautiful green lush area it is now. Well, anyway, back to the story. When President Roosevelt got there to the stadium, he spent about 2 minutes talking about the REA and the importance of electricity in Georgia. And then the next 35 minutes, he spent campaigning for some lame U.S. senator that none of us wanted to have anything to do with. So I was so mad, and then on top of the whole thing, he forgot to turn on the electricity. So I got up out of my stadium seat, I marched my way down to the car, and I left. And I don't know what happened to those delegates that I was supposed to drive back to the railroad station. As far as I know, they could have walked back.